Welcome back to the spooky edition of this podcast. Right now, you're listening to Eric's ASMR of putting on his mask. You literally hear everything right now on the headphones.
My bad.
No, you're good. Well,
Let them know
before
who I am.
Not Eric.
oh, who are you?
Moonlight.
Moonlight.
Yes, sir.
Well, before we get started, hit like, hit subscribe, and share with your reptile loving friends. This is the Reptiles With Podcast. Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Hell yeah, dude. We're going to talk about some spooky stuff today. We're going to shoot the shit. You know what I should have brought?
What?
Candy.
Damn.
I didn't even think about that until now. But regardless, I also just realized this whole month I'm trying not to eat sugar. I picked a bad month to do
Why would
this.
you do that on October?
A candy month?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not going trick-or-treating? You're going to Planet Fitness, aren't you?
You know what's crazy, actually? This is kind of funny. So last year, I went... that's a toy, by the way, YouTube.
Not real.
Chill. No, you're good, you're good. Last year, I went trick-or-treating, and I went in this outfit with that mask, and I was the size of a child.
No.
So I got all the candy. I just hid my hand tattoos, my finger tattoos, and I was like, trick or treat. Trick or treat. Yeah. I went to Tyler's house. I knocked on his door, and he thought that I was a whole ass child.
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I surprised his ass.
So were you
That's
dressed up
so
as the guy from
funny.
Scream or a child?
I was dressed up as a child, and the child was dressed up as the guy from Scream.
Layers.
Yeah,
Layers
it was
to this.
layers.
I respect it.
Yeah,
I
dude.
kind of respect it.
Do we want to talk a little bit about our Halloween costumes?
Sure.
Yeah, well, that's who I am. I am the fucking guy right now. We don't have to say what it looks like, but Eric, who are you?
I'm a guy with the multiple personalities thing.
Yeah,
What, fuck. What does he have?
multiple
Oh,
personality
it's
disorder.
that. Yeah. So I'm like I am presenting as a like mercenary type guy, but every time I freak out, I become like a really British nerd.
Okay, so that's what you identify as. You're presenting as one, but you're actually a British
The
nerd.
real one is the mercenary.
Oh, okay.
And there's a third one that we're
Yeah,
not going to see
spoilers.
apparently. So
Spoilers.
You're gonna see him. There's gonna be a season
Oh,
2.
ooh.
Yeah, Chuck, who are you?
I am...
Who are you?
Who am I?
I can't say. I don't know if we're legally allowed to say.
Why not?
I don't know.
I
he's
am...
Daniel from Gatorland.
I am from the alligator capital of the world, where we sell our alligators to the farms.
Oh my god, are you allowed to say that, or do I have to edit this stuff out?
Allegedly, we're good after. I say that.
Okay.
That's all you need.
Oh my god. Oh man, this is the first time that I set this stuff up, and it's all over the place. Anyways, let's go over some spooky stories. All right, we'll start with Chuck's. Eric, you got your spooky story?
I don't have spooky stories. I have close calls.
Okay, we'll do him, we'll do yours, and then we'll get
sure.
into mine. All right, Chuck, paint it for us. What's your spooky reptile story?
So it's really, really spooky for
Ooh.
real. And it's a real story, okay? Like, this is probably the spookiest reptile-related story I have. I won't say names. But, long ago, I received a call that I needed to run indoors to one of the rooms where there's venomous reptiles because someone I knew and cared about was bit by a venomous snake. When I walk in, my friend falls face first into the concrete. And I'm like, the fuck? So now I know there's venom in his system. So I'm like, okay, we need to go to the hospital. So there was another friend of mine, so we put him in my car, and I started driving 100 miles an hour to the nearest hospital. Out of nowhere, my friend comes back to life and looks at me through the mirror. He's in the back, and I'm like, hey, buddy, good morning. What the fuck bit you? And then he says, Inland Taipan.
Inland Taipan.
And he passes out again, starts tweaking.
Right after saying Inland Taipan?
Yeah, I think he's dying. His legs are shaking. He couldn't walk. He couldn't see. And then I'm like, fuck, bro. As I'm driving, I had to make a bunch of phone calls. Of course, the right phone calls. I had to call the hospital so that they were ready. The people with anti-venom so that they were ready. I had to call everyone involved. Now I'm driving, making phone calls, going 100 miles an hour through the city, and I see a cop. I don't stop.
Don't stop.
I smoke this motherfucker. So then I have to call 911 and be like, hey, if you guys want to die with me, you're more than welcome, but I'm not stopping for nobody. So they didn't even open the fucking road for me. They let me just try and die. So the cops stayed back there, and I just drove through, and then I made it to the hospital. And at the hospital, I finally felt everything. During the drive, I'm trying to focus. I'm not feeling sad, scared. I'm not feeling a thing. All my emotions had to turn off so I can focus on driving and not dying. Once at the hospital, everything kicks in. I'm like, fuck, my friend is dead. Yes. He's in there and he's dead. So the doctors-ish, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they brought in an x-ray machine. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing with an x-ray machine? And they're like, we got to make sure everything's okay. I'm like, no bones were broken. I can promise you. That's not how that works. So then finally, he's moved from that hospital to another. And I stay there like all day and half of the night. So at midnight, when I knew he was pretty much almost completely okay, I went home and went to sleep. And the next day, he was alive. And he was out of the hospital after 2 days. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, my friend's going to live. And then a week later, I'm asleep. Then I wake up. And usually I grab my phone and I look into my phone. And what do I see?
What?
Inland Taipan bite, South Carolina. Jeff.
Dun dun.
That's my story.
Oh my god. Is this the first time we spoke about it on the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you legally allowed to talk about this conversation?
Legally, yeah.
Okay. Ethically?
Ethically.
My fucking microphone is literally
Dude, mine's falling apart too.
Oh my god.
Spooky! Spirits. Dude, can you believe we're getting sponsored by the biggest reptile company yet?
I can't. We just gotta tell Yoshii, see what he thinks.
All right, Yoshii.
Oh my god, this is not what it looks like.
This video is sponsored by Morph Market, the world's largest marketplace for reptiles, amphibians, and even arachnids. Buy directly from verified sellers. Whether you're a first-time keeper or a hobbyist, Morph Market connects you with the best in the hobby.
I use it for shipping.
Always use Morph Market for your next reptile. Let's keep on going.
All right, we all know reptiles need bugs. And what better place to look for your bugs than online, not just any place, at dubia.com, because on there, not only can you find dubia roaches, you can find hornworms, you can find mealworms, and Discord roaches for your Florida folks. And while you're at it, you can go and scrolling through on their website. They also sell really awesome front open enclosures, super easy to build. So this is a nice example of one of their 4x2s, and I'm currently working on saving up to get some of their 4x4s, so these little carpet pythons can get nice and big and look awesome.
Eric, you want to give us a couple close calls that you've had?
Yeah, I mean they're not with reptiles, but
It doesn't matter.
okay, cool.
As long as they're not, as long as they're animal related.
Yeah,
I
they
guess.
are animal related.
Yeah.
The hoof stock.
The hoof stock.
They're fun.
Are they?
Yeah. So the first close call that I have.
Yo, hold up real quick. You need to remove that mask, bro.
Man.
It's so muffled. Just bring it
Everyone's
down.
gonna know my.
Just bring it down a little.
Then it's gonna look weird.
Just fine. Okay.
What?
Okay, no, that's fine.
Wow.
Oh man. Yo.
Oh, spooky.
Ooh.
Incognito because of the black hat.
There you
They
go.
won't know that I'm Moon Knight.
Okay.
So yeah, it was actually one of my first days, so it was really fun. We had an antelope that was stuck in the wrong area.
Yeah.
So it somehow, well, not somehow, it did. It jumped over some fencing that we had to get into that area because they surprise you with what they're able to do with those legs. So she lived inside. It was like a zebra unit that it lived in for a few weeks. I think it was like a couple months. Or not a couple months, but it doesn't matter. We were out there trying to get her out. And the way we have to go about it, because these animals spook so much, is we have to go very slowly from very far away, making no noise. Which means no vehicles, no trucks, no carts. We have to be on foot. The unit that it's supposed to be in has all sorts of stuff. There's wildebeest, there's water buffalo, and there's angry males that
My favorite.
that could possibly cause issues, right? So I'm walking the fence line inside of the unit, where all these other animals are. And something that I think is really fun too is to like strategically like move animals with like food and stuff like that to kind of prevent situations like this. The first scary thing was that the plan went terrible. So we had strategically put some buckets of grain around certain areas so we can get the animals to move specific ways. They ignored that. They came directly towards us. And one of the water buffalo was starting to walk my direction while I was walking the fence line. And it started vocalizing to the rest of the herd, which was in front of me. This water buffalo in question is behind me. Luckily, she's nice. The rest of the herd is not nice, and she's calling the herd to come my way to go keep walking with her. So I have to slowly walk this fence line because if I start making movements, I'm going to screw up the catch, right? So I slowly walk. I'm keeping eye contact with these animals. Now, there is something that it's hard to like explain the feeling, but like when you're faced with an animal like that in front of you that can so easily do something, like I guess the best way I can describe it is if like you were standing next to somebody who was about to hit you with a car and would not hesitate to do so.
Okay.
So it's like you got to be ready to go.
Yeah.
You know? And
you ever had your butthole twitch?
Yeah.
That's what
every time I see a frog.
Yeah.
That's
what would
that's
happen
one of my
to
other
me.
stories. That's one of my other stories. I don't think I've told this specific story on the pod. The frog. Anyway.
All right, yeah.
Spoilers. So I'm walking the fence line, shitting myself because at this point, a lot of the more the females were walking. If the male was there, we wouldn't have done the catch. I would have been told to basically pull out. Damn, I ran into that one.
Yeah.
Fuck. So there are some really, dominant females that were kind of starting to look at me, right? So I'm walking the fence line and probably like 20 feet away from me is the herd of buffalo. I stand still. I'm being yelled at to stay still, like don't move. So guess what I do? I don't move. And they're walking a really big one, the one that is a little more dominant, the one that kind of goes hand in hand with a male.
Yeah.
She stops in her tracks, turns to face me, and just starts huffing and chuffing and like just dead staring me. And as she's doing that, the other buffalo that's behind me, she's also starting to gain a little bit, and the rest of the herd starts to kind of curl behind me as well. So it's like, well, shit, what do I do now? So I stand still. This is where I got really, really, really scared. So the wildebeest, if you guys don't know, wildebeest are very, very, they're probably the most like defensive, like wild antelope that we got out there. So that herd was also starting to come up to us as well. And they were kind of walking a little bit behind the buffalo herd, just because, the buffalo will beat their asses, but so they it's like a right of way scenario.
Yeah.
It's like a seniority thing. So this female buffalo is staring me straight in the eye. The wildebeest start to kind of like do their thing. They start to walk up a little bit, started to like move around a little sporadically. So the water buffalo start going along. So then it's like first threat, walking away. Second threat is the wildebeest. Now they're much more what's the word?
I don't know.
Riley, like wily or something like that.
Okay.
Like just like they're
Frantic?
a little more frantic. Frantic
Okay.
is a good word. They're more frantic. So wildebeest do the same thing, but this time they get a little closer and there's more of them and they're much more agile and there's not as much time for me to react. So at that point, I kind of start getting ready to climb the fence. Luckily, that same water buffalo came to save my life too, because she started circling back from the herd and she just was wandering around. I think she was just curious. So she ended up kind of helping me out there because she started to make the wildebeest go away.
You think she was curious, or she knew that she was saving you? She saw you as like there were so many dominant females, and you're clearly a sub.
Oh my god!
So she was like, I gotta go help him out.
This little boy.
No, this little boy. No, but what I will say is that it might be both. Like in terms of like they know the keepers and stuff like that, because that is something we do notice. Like the camels, they'll like we always joke about like which animals would kind of like protect us. We think the camels would because the buffalo are just the same in the other units. So we've had some run-ins with that as well. So yeah, the little water buffalo kind of started rolling back behind me again after she had kind of moved the herd, and I guess made the wildebeest move away. Those situations, although nothing happens in the moment, like what can happen and what can happen so fast because of stories I've been told that have already happened and the way things went, it's like shit really can hit the fan very, very quickly, and you have to be ready to react.
Yeah. That's how I feel every time I'm feeding my ball pythons. Yeah, continue.
Gotta use the hook, just going real quick. Yeah. And a perfect example of how fast shit can hit the fan is another day.
Ooh,
I was by myself on a cart,
the cart of destiny.
feeding some eland, which are some bigger antelope that we have. They're pretty chill. The male is the biggest antelope, second biggest
for the ones you have.
Love them. Frank is cool, but he's an asshole. Should I say his name?
Frank will kill you.
He will kill me. He will kill me with an instant. His father is known to be a very
murderous.
Really?
murderous man. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
that's
never killed a
crazy.
man, but he tries.
He's got the aggro.
Oh, he's trying.
very
Yeah?
aggressive. I've heard some very bad stories. So he's not far behind, but he's much more like laid back
Yeah.
to an extent. I was stuck in the lane. Not stuck. I was in the lane with one of the eland that we were feeding. I wasn't in a cart. That was a different story. So we separate every now and then. We separate some animals to like give them some extra feeding to kind of get them back up to weight and stuff. So I was in the lane with that animal. I was stuck in the lane because we were cutting a branch. The branch had fallen into the lane, and I was kind of like staying for them to kind of go and get some more stuff to move it, like saws and stuff. So the eland in question was a little like stressed because we were like using big saws and like moving stuff around the lane. So I was in the lane with her, and in front of the fence, on the other side of the fence, is the big male. So he starts seeing that I'm with the female. The other females start coming up because they're pretty docile as well. But it's silent out there because it's grass and they have hooves, and for some reason you can't hear them coming up. You have to be very, very vigilant.
Really?
I was too busy having my eyes on the other female, which was posturing at me, because before we weren't cool then. This was before we were cool with each other. Now that eland and the rest of us are really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm making sure this eland doesn't come after me. Meanwhile, the big male is coming up behind me, and all you hear is like very, very muffled like steps and like
Come here, little boy.
kind of, but
Oh
in
my
a different
God.
way. So they do something with like their knees pop when they walk. So all I hear behind
Mine
me is
too.
like popping, like someone popping huge knuckles behind me, and I just hear like a really, really deep like, and then I look behind me, and I'm like, dude, it was one of those like he's right behind me moments in the movie.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
So I see this big ass antelope just like staring, and I'm like, hello, sir. So I kind of step away. I try to climb up the branch that we had cut down, just hanging out. And then he starts kind of like, he was rubbing his horns a little bit on the fence line. That's not something that you want to see.
Why?
It's kind of like a posturing thing. Like he's just kind of like
Sharpening, dude.
sharpening, getting ready to
Really?
fuck some shit up. So I realize that, so I step away. So at this point I'm walking away from the eland. And then I test my luck, and I offer him a little branch of the tree that we cut down to see if he'd eat, and he ate. And that was the only time he's ever hand fed with me, ever. I don't think he's ever hand fed ever.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
You think he recognized you as another dom?
No.
No?
He
Because he knew you
recognized-
were a sub.
Yeah, he knew he was one of the girls.
I guess so. Hey, it ended up working out because he's nice to me.
Yeah, very nice.
But yeah, what's scary about those moments is how quiet it is.
Mm.
And then all you hear is like the popping of the knees, and just like a guttural, just like, oh man, it was awesome in the moment. It, like,
Yeah.
not in the moment. Now it's awesome to think about, but in the moment I was shitting myself.
I would imagine, dude.
Shitting myself because I wasn't even there that long either. So it's
Yeah.
like, damn, this is how I'm gonna go out. I mean, I wasn't in like death danger at that point. There's a fence, and I had space to run,
Yeah, yeah.
and I did remove myself, but
You're
It's
pro
like-
level now, dude.
it's cool. It's cool. But that's not the scariest story. But
Oh,
I want to
God.
get into the frog story next.
All right. Before we get into the frog story, I need to even the playing field a little bit, because I know that the second we start talking about this stuff, somebody in this room is going to start making fun of us. Chuck, I want you to tell a story about the time you were in Puerto Rico and then there was roaches everywhere.
There you go. Let's set the tone real
I
quick.
actually have one, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, the worst one.
Okay.
One night,
Ooh.
I was sleeping. I was legit. I was like, probably like 8 years old. I was like a very little kid. I was sleeping with my grandma's, and she had no AC, so we had the windows open. So we let the wind come in. Nice little breeze in the mountains. You could smell the rain outside. Beautiful night.
Until it wasn't.
And then I kept itching my leg. And itching my leg. And I'm like, what the fuck? I can't sleep. I keep itching my leg. Something's biting me. So I reach over to a lamp. Turn it on. Take the blanket off of me. I look at my knee and there was a roach!
That also hurt my ears.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
It's like one of those like 3-sentence horror stories.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Dude, that happened to me one time when I still lived with my parents, and it was like, you ever feel something crawling on you at night and you just instantly react and you just like grab and throw, and I never saw what it was. It must have been something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, dude, I think of that night all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
I
God.
hate it.
I've had so many run-ins with roaches and stuff. I'm so glad that I'm not afraid of them like I am frogs.
Yeah.
Because I've literally had some like crawl on my face
Yeah.
in my sleep and shit, and I'd wake up and
Fuck
like,
Crawl
where do
on
you
my
sleep?
face?
Come on your face?
I will.
What the fuck, dude?
that's scary, spooky, if you will.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean, I live in
Get
fear.
some ectoplasm on it.
We're gonna talk about this frog stuff now. I live in fear every day because right outside of my
You got it pretty bad,
Yes, I do.
and I apologize.
Yeah.
Because there's speculation that it's my fault.
Why is it your fault?
The frogs
Yeah.
that I brought them.
Oh, because you bring frogs with you?
Yeah.
That's your curse?
Yeah.
No.
Power.
The reality is that right next, pretty much like 10 feet away from my bedroom window is an above ground pool that has been underkept and will be thrown out at winter because I cannot touch it now because of the issue that I'm about to explain.
Also, there's like a turtle breeder. They lay their eggs in there.
But
that guy is.
Okay. Check this out though. Let me tell you why. Okay, because now they're over here by the above ground pool making noise every fucking night, croaking till
What do it sound like?
the sun comes up. What?
What does it sound like?
What does it sound like that? But like and before we had the above ground pool, like I had some over there by the turtles, but they have migrated to the part where what are you gonna say?
Illegally?
Yeah. We'll leave it at that. We'll be right back. Yeah, no, and it's so bad. One day I came out, I went to go take the dogs outside, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was freaking the fuck out. And I have this thing that I've done it since I was a kid. So I don't know, whatever. When I get scared, I grab my balls. Always.
They start jacking it.
No, no, but I just grab. I don't know why. I do it. This is what happens.
Protect the.
And dude, so I'm just there grabbing, and and I walk outside, and I just hear thousands, and I look to the right, and on top of one of the posts of the pool is a lone female.
Ooh.
And the orgy of male Cuban tree frogs that are jumping on each other, pushing each other off. Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. For real, there must have been like 20. And they were not small. And they were just going and trying to get on top of this female.
Ooh.
And dude,
I'm uncomfortable.
I literally have goosebumps right now.
No,
I'm
me
going to
too,
have to
man.
grab my balls. I'm sorry, guys. No, just kidding. But no, yeah, I don't, yeah.
Ooh.
I remember also, after Animal Con, where was we don't have to say the name of the place, but the place that we went to with everybody, right? The first time that we went there, when it was just us and the old people that used to work at the shop, right? The time that we went there at night, and I would like there were leopard frogs like just jumping back and forth, and like whatever, they were like jumping away from me. I wasn't like freaking out too much. Obviously, I wasn't comfortable, but I was just like I was managing. And then as we got to the end and we got to that last like creek, and there was like that like the wood,
bridge?
the bridge, and dude, I just felt blap, and I didn't look. I had a snake hook in my hand, and I just went like this, like
And it was a
instantly.
Cuban.
It was?
Yeah, it was a
You
Cuban.
saw it?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, me and who was it?
We all saw it.
Yeah, we all saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
You saw it.
I didn't look.
Yeah, because when it jumped,
Good.
it jumped on the board. We saw it.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yeah, it was a
God.
Cuban. It was great. And
Not
that's when he
great.
turned around.
I just went splap, and I'm like, I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna keep going. I know what just
You got
happened.
thug it out.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Are you guys proud of me?
Yeah.
This guy's like, I fucking hate this guy.
Listen.
All right, Eric, frog stories.
All right.
The
When I was a
frog
wee lad.
bringer.
When I was a wee lad,
He's a wee lad.
when I was 4 years old, I went to go and take a poop. So I meander to my Florida house, in my Florida suburban home, to the bathroom, and everything's fine. Sit on the toilet,
Make your movement.
getting ready. I didn't make it.
Okay.
Didn't make it. I was getting ready to start, flushing that stuff out. I feel something in my ass.
Not the first time.
They've all been frogs.
Until you kiss them, then they turn into princes. Sorry, continue.
I wish. I
Butt
fucking
kissed.
wish. Anyway, butt kissed by a Cuban tree frog. Anyway, I sit on the toilet and I feel something like shimmy itself up my cheek.
Shimmy?
Yeah. Let me. Ooh. Okay. So, I'm a small child. I was skin and bones when I was a little kid. I was like little Gollum. So like, the size of the frog was probably not as crazy as I thought it was, but that thing was probably about the size of like my extended hand. And I feel suction cups ripping the skin off my ass violently. There's blood everywhere.
That was crazy
No, there's not blood
communications.
everywhere. But I felt the suction. Let me tell you, that was one of the most insanely uncomfortable experiences in my whole fucking life, man. So, I realize what's happening, and I look, and I see something. I see just warty, pasty, like the worst color a Cuban tree frog can be.
Yeah.
Like the color of drywall. And I just feel it, and I see it, and I mentally checked out. I scream my head off. I feel it positioning itself in between, because I'm clenching my cheeks.
There's no way.
I'm clenching my cheeks at this point, and oh my fucking
There's no way.
ooh.
There's no way.
Ooh, that ooh sounded a little sexual over there. He's like, oh, I can't think about it. Ooh,
No.
ooh,
Oh.
ow,
No way.
ooh, shimming. Ooh.
So I eventually
There
feel
is
it.
no
I
way.
eventually feel it like let go of my ass.
There's no way.
So that was an experience, and let me tell you, that house was haunted with Cuban tree frogs. It was terrible.
Oh my God.
Because we had we had a porch that we had made into a room, so everything that was in that porch was in the house.
Because you guys had
and-
the door open a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. I was really young when we had that house. But what's funny though is that Cuban tree frogs kind of like shaped the way, like, I reacted in that house. Like, I remember the first time I was harassed by a Cuban tree frog.
The harasser.
This guy, every time he sees the Cuban tree frog now, he's like, I should call her. I've been holding it back, bro, but I can't.
Yeah, I wonder what she's up
can't,
to.
bro. I can't hold it back no longer.
I wonder what she's up to
I
now.
wonder what she's up to.
Jesus
no
Christ.
way, dude.
Oh,
But
fuck.
yeah, because when I was a little kid, like they kind of, it's funny. They taught me how to dress myself, almost. Because when I was little,
Frogs?
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
I'll explain. So, when I was a little kid, I'd run around with my underwear, as little kids do. Like I was like 2 or 3 years old. So I'd run around all the time. I remember one day I went into the kitchen and I felt something slimy, just like caress my shoulder. I looked. It was a Cuban. much smaller Cuban, but a Cuban nonetheless. It was like lime green. It was very interesting. I remember very vividly. It was probably a male. Now that I think about it.
Your favorite, dude.
Yeah, and I vividly remember it like positioning itself and like, ugh, God. So like
You're
so
like lame, dude.
fuck you. You're afraid of cockroaches.
They kill
Cockroaches.
people.
So do frogs.
So wait, hold up. You guys all saw the Cuban and didn't say anything?
Yeah.
If I said something,
You be bitching the
well,
whole
actually,
time.
correction. I saw it when it was on the bridge,
Yeah.
not when it touched you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you see it on the bridge or on me?
the bridge. You yelled. I was already ahead of you.
I yelled? I don't even remember yelling.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say?
I don't remember. You said something to you. We gotta go back, and then we went back because you were a little bitch, anyways.
What?
That's not why we went back.
We went
Yeah, it
back because
is.
everyone was kind of like done.
No, that's literally where we stopped.
We
We
reached-
did not go farther.
We reached
than that.
the end of the,
Yeah,
the
we
area.
Didn't. No, we didn't.
Who else was there with us?
I don't remember.
We'll have to ask the Canadians.
There's one per. No, it wasn't
it was
that
before
time.
Oh,
that.
it was before
It
that.
was way before that. Yeah, it was
Was it
way
there?
before that.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that was a different time.
That's
yeah,
where
it
we,
was the first time we went for 3 stripes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. I thought you were talking about it was during Animal Con.
No.
No.
Got you.
It was a different time.
Okay.
I know one person that was there, but if we call them, they have bad memory.
Doesn't matter. Let's not.
All right, whatever. yeah, it is what it is. Finding the right substrate is a paramount part of reptile keeping. And if you're looking for the best cocoa option, we recommend Cocoa to Go. Cocoa can be used for reptiles, amphibians, and even plants, so they're perfect for any kind of setup. So we make sure to use Cocoa to Go. Let them know that the Reptiles With Podcast sent you. It's a great time to become a member. Head on over to modernreptileshop.com. You can buy the Reptiles with coffee. We have a bunch of different merch items. Coming up very soon, actually, I'm going to be making some holiday Christmassy merch that you can buy right there. Again, become a member. It's a great way to support the boys. All right. Last thing we're going to talk about. Since we've been doing this podcast, there's a lot of stuff a lot of crazy stories that have happened. And maybe I'm digging up old things, but I was like, what is like the scariest thing in my time that I've experienced here in the reptile community? And that's the Slither files. That was also the thing that I think that was also the thing that I think put a lot of what it is that we do here on the map. Because that was the first big thing, wasn't it?
That was one of them, yeah.
We did like 4 episodes back to back. They were getting, at that time, I mean, we were not getting a lot of views. We were lucky to get 100 views on a podcast, and it was like the first time we were getting thousands of views, and a lot of people not liking the stuff that we were saying. That's one of the first times that happened. But
it was me.
But the reason why I bring it up again, or the reason why I'm bringing it up is that, what do you think happens to like, because I feel like, for lack of a better term, it's kind of like slithering its way back into the community.
What do you mean?
I feel like they didn't get buried enough.
Like the guy?
All of them. The
whole
girls
thing.
back.
Yeah.
Everybody's back.
Just like those recurring themes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what they are.
Yeah, that girl's still posting to this day.
That's crazy.
I don't know about his shit.
Yeah. But I figured that, we have a lot of newer people here that follow us now and that are viewing the podcast, and maybe we could relive a little bit of that. So I have here, it popped up. I don't remember this. Do you remember there being a website?
For Slither?
Yeah?
No.
Dude, it's literally called SamsonPruitt.com. It says Samson
And it's
Pruitt.
a website like
It's a
putting his
website
shit out there?
Yeah, you go to it. It says Samson Pruitt is a convicted animal abuser. You can view the disposition of his animal cruelty case and his dog fighting case below. You can
Whoa,
also,
he's got a dog fighting case?
yeah. That was like the thing. It was just like, damn, he's like a previous offender, and now he's doing this.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and you can also
Checks
see his extensive criminal history dating back to 1990 by going to the North Carolina Judicial Branch e-portal and typing in Pruitt Sampson. And it's a whole website about the Sampson and his significant other, Cassandra Velez, have operated their reptile breeding business out of North Carolina and now South Carolina for over a decade. They have massive collections of reptiles, geckos, tortoises, reticulated pythons, tegus, boa constrictors, ball pythons, crocodilians, Gila monsters, beaded lizards, crested geckos, leopard geckos, crebos, and Drymarchon, Burmese pythons, caiman lizards, alligators, monitors, snapping turtles,
Goddamn.
chameleons, and more.
All of them.
I said it all because of SEO. Anyways, they keep other or kept, I don't even know, exotic species as well, like lynx, coatimundis, caracals, and savanna cats. All of their animals have been documented to be living in absolute filth, and many have died while under their quote-unquote care. Recently, several employees of Slither Exotics, not recently anymore, have come forward with graphic evidence of the animal torture that is being conducted at Slither Inc. This website was built to educate the public on the animal abuse and animal torture that has occurred, and it is going on under the watch of Samson Pruitt and a significant other, Cassandra Velez. I don't even know if they're still together. I don't know. Each page is a picture. Each page of pictures is organized by the genre selectable from below. And then they have all these photos, dude. Is there anything that you guys remember from that was like specifically like, oh, fuck?
All of it.
Yeah, like there's nothing like that's. I mean, it all stood out.
Yeah.
As like shit.
Gross. Yeah.
it was just
and then all the
gross.
people that were doing business with them, and then they all like, no, we didn't know.
Yeah. It's
There
crazy,
wasn't
dude.
anything that like I could pinpoint. It was just all bad.
Yeah.
What if anything? Like most of the cases of animal abuse and like reptile bullshit, they always look like that.
Yeah.
It's always the same.
You know what's
premises.
crazy is you weren't on the podcast when we spoke about that.
No.
I was
No.
just thinking about that. That's crazy, dude. This is your first
I
time.
had those on.
Yeah, this is the first time you can have a take on this.
A take that hasn't been told a million times.
Animal abuse
Dude.
is bad.
Dude,
Yeah.
let's make. All right, we need to come together. All right, people, don't tell nobody my idea, okay? We need somebody that can do like what is it called? Like animation.
Uh-huh. I know somebody.
Ooh.
It's a friend of ours.
Like actual animation, like moving and shit.
Yeah.
She's capable. Yeah.
She's capable.
Oh,
It's
for
a lot
real?
of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can do that.
Slither Files animation,
That's crazy.
and he's a crazy monster, and we're trying to beat him.
Oh.
We gotta put together a team.
The Rept Avengers.
And I'm wearing this, you're wearing that, you're wearing that.
Ooh. I don't think that she'll be able to do that in time for this episode.
Yeah.
That's so
God damn it! AI.
Yes, we
No.
can use AI. That's the scariest thing we ever said on
Just
this
be
podcast.
nice to the robots, please. I always say please and thank you to AI.
Yeah. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do too. I don't know why.
You
I just
guys
like-
are so stupid.
I like being nice. What's wrong with being
You're
nice?
stupid. I use it like it's my therapist. It knows my deepest, darkest secret.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Me too.
Is that who your therapist is? Can you imagine? Damn, dude. All right. Anything else scary that we want to mention on this episode? Anything in particular?
Woman.
Yeah.
You're so stupid.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd say the future, but that's like really deep and dark.
Yeah, that is.
Ooh.
The future is bright and beautiful.
Amen. Amen.
Hey, man.
Amen.
All right, guys. Well, have a happy Halloween if you celebrate it. Be safe. The world is changing and times are crazy. And I hope that nothing crazy. I mean, we're recording this so much in advance. I hope nothing crazy happens. I hope that all you guys stay safe. My parents always used to be like, yo, check the candy. You don't want to see anything, So make sure if you have kids, check their candy.
Don't take candy from Sam Pruitt.
Yeah, don't do that. And don't get diabetes. Don't have too much candy. That's actually why I'm not having sweets this month, because I'm trying to dodge the diabetes. But anyways,
And the worst month ever to do it.
Yep. This was the Reptiles With Podcast. Blah, 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 blah.
Spooky.